Good morning, grade 4s. I hope you are well. Today is Thursday, which means we are doing social science and life skills. Okay, so we're going to start with geography. So I want you to open up your book on page 6 and 7 for me. Buildings in different places and their uses. So a factory is a building where people make things. For example, shoes are made in a shoe factory. Okay, all settlements have buildings. Big settlements like towns and cities have many buildings because there are many people living there. Small settlements like farms and villages do not have many people or buildings. There are many different types of buildings, such as houses, flats, schools, clinics, shops, town halls, churches, mosques, offices, factories, hospitals, banks, and train stations. Now, there's a couple of pictures. Now, these pictures are related to activity 4. You have only activity 4 to do for this week for geography. Okay. So these questions are basically about these pictures on page 6 and 7. Now I would like you to please go to page 84 for me in history. Okay. How we find out about the present in local areas. Local means close to an area where you live. History is about how people, places, and things change over time. So, local history is about things, people, and places in your community or your neighborhood. How do we find out about local area? We can find out about local area by finding information from pictures, writing, stories, and interviews with people and objects. History can also help us understand the things that happen in the present. We will now investigate information about Sea Point in the Western Cape. We will look at the information we gather and from photographs, writings, interviews, stories, and objects. Okay, so information from pictures. At the bottom of page 84, there is a grade 4 class at Sea Point Primary. Okay. Then at the bottom of page 85, information from objects. The objects on the right is a mosaic of the school badge of Sea Point Primary School. It shows a lion, an open book, a lighthouse, and 3 anchors. It is sometimes difficult to understand the meaning of objects. We cannot work out what the picture on the badge mean unless we have more information. We have given you some information about the local area of Sea Point on the following page. So Sea Point is next to the sea. Many ships pass by Sea Point each day and night. At night, the ships need a lighthouse to guide them. The light from the lighthouse warns the ship of danger. This is the lighthouse near Sea Point in the picture. Sea Point is near a mountain that looks like the head of a lion. It is called Lion's Head. Lions are known for their bravery. Now you need to do activity 3. Now it is about the badges and the schools in Sea Point. So Sea Point Primary School and the badge. And I want you to look on page 84 until page 86 for the answers. Okay. Now let's move on to life skills. So I want you to open up on page 6 and 7 for me of your life skills book. Ruxana's story. Ruxana loves cooking. When she was a little girl, she would help her mother in the kitchen. As Ruxana grew older, she learned how to make things on her own. First, she made popcorn and then she decorated small cakes and biscuits for her mother. One day, when her school had a bake sale and her mother was in the hospital, Ruxana baked some coconut and jam biscuits all on her own. She was very proud of them, especially when they were all sold. As Ruxana grew older, people could see that she loved working with food and they would ask her to help them. Once she was asked to make pancakes to raise money for the school library. She even helped with the cooking at her brother's wedding. Ruxana started earning money with her skills. People put in order for the things that she made. She made cook sisters for a teacher's birthday. She made big bags of rusks with her mother's salt at work. The neighbor ordered a big pot of curry, and Roxana also made a beautiful christening cake. When Roxana left school, her father wanted her to go to college to learn how to use the computer. Roxana did not want to go to college. She found it difficult to be interested and to do well. One night after supper, Roxana's father sat down with her. Roxana, do you think you would like to work in an office one day? Roxana stared at the mat on the floor. It was a difficult question for her to answer. Roxana, her father said, if I said that you didn't need to carry on at college, what would you do to earn money? Roxana looked at her father and thought for a while. I suppose, she said, I could do what I love doing and what I am good at. I would work with food. I would make food and sell it or cater for parties and functions. Today, Roxana owns her own catering company. She cooks and bakes for functions and parties. She has a delivery vehicle and she has people working for her. Her father is very proud of her. She used what she was good at to do a job. Now let's go to page 8. Using who I am to become a better me. Each person is good at something and not yet good in other things. We can use the strengths we already have to practice what we are not good at yet. Practicing helps us to improve. Now let's read. I was good at spelling. I was actually quite bad. I wanted to get better. Every day at home, I learned to spell 3 new words. Sometimes my mother would give me a test. I'm quite a good speller now. I used my determination to improve. I can run fast, but I couldn't kick a ball very well. No one wanted me on their team. I began to practice by kicking together with my running. I didn't tell anyone I was practicing. I am much better now and I'm not always chosen last. Being able to run fast helped my kicking. Now I want you to think of something you would like to improve. So something that you would like to do better at. You would like to maybe learn to spell better or to kick a ball better or something related to that. That is activity 4.1. Okay. Then I want you to go to page 9 for me. Identifying and exploring and appreciating others' strengths. When we work together in a group, we can help each other with what we are good at. I can't draw well, but I can write neatly. In a group project, I can do the writing and someone else who can draw the pictures. Other children in a group who can help spell can check the spelling before I write neatly. I am happy that in our group, we are good at different things. So I want you to think of someone in your class, a friend or your brother or sister, and tell me something that is good, what they are good at. So something that complements you. So you are good at writing neatly and they are good at drawing or something like that. Okay, so that is for activity 1.5. That is all for today. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me. I'm available on WhatsApp or on MS Teams.